Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'll be giving my opinion on the debate whether the books or the movies for Harry Potter are better. Before I begin with the difference between the two, spoilers ahead for anyone who hasn't watched the movies or read the books.
You really think it's safe leaving him with these people? I've watched them all day. They're the worst sort of muggles imaginable. They really are.
The only family he has.
This boy will be famous. There won't be a child in our world who doesn't know his name.
Exactly. He's far better off growing up away from all of that. Until he is ready. There, Hagrid. It's not really goodbye after all. Good luck, Harry Potter.
So without further ado, let's begin with Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Number 1. Before Harry arrived to Privet Drive, they introduced the Dursleys and Vernon Dursley goes to work in the book. However, we go straight to Harry's arrival in the movie. Number 2. Hagrid's motorbike once belonged to Sirius Black. However, this is never mentioned in the movies. Number 3. Hagrid takes Harry to King's Cross in the movie. However, in the book, it is the Dursleys that takes him to King's Cross. Number 4. When Harry meets Draco. In the book, he meets him in Madame Malkin's robes for all occasions and the Hogwarts Express. However, in the movie, they don't meet until they arrive at Hogwarts. Number 5. McGonagall has more sass in the movies. Number 6. The Welcome Feast, students are sorted in alphabetical order in the books, and Dumbledore didn't give his speech saying nitwit, blubber, oddment and tweak in the movie. Number 7. Ron's best 7 words, she needs to sort out her priorities, is never said in the book. Number 8. What happened to Peeves? My favourite character was going to be played by British comedy legend Rick Mayall, but was unfortunately cut in the movie. Number 9. 2 missing challenges when trying to find the Philosopher's Stone. Professor Quirrell's room with a knocked out troll and Professor Snape's potions challenge, which Hermione joined Harry on before he goes in the room with the mirror of Erised, are removed from the movie.
Looks like he's going to be sick.
He's got the snitch! Harry Potter receives 150 points for catching the snitch.
Now the differences with Chamber of Secrets. Number 1. Rescuing Harry. Fred and George use a muggle lockpick to get Harry's trunk and belongings under the stairs, Harry's old bedroom. Number 2. Getting to Diagon Alley. In the film, Harry mispronounces Diagon Alley as Diagon Alley. However, in the book, instead he swallows a whole load of hot ash, spluttering and stuttering his words. Number 3. Mr. Weasley fixes Harry's glasses, not Hermione in the book. Number 4. Arthur Weasley and Lucius Malfoy fight in the bookshop Flourish and Blots after their argument. It is broken up by Hagrid in the book. Number 5. Colin Creevey asks Harry to sign his photos in the book, with Harry having Gilderoy Lockhart cheekily berating him, urging him not to be arrogant. Number 6. Filch is a squib, which is never mentioned in the movies. Number 7. Nearly Headless Nick has a Death Day party, which Harry, Ron and Hermione attend. However, this is not in the film. Number 8. Hermione Granger asks Professor Binns, their History of Magic teacher, about the Chamber of Secrets in the book, not Professor McGonagall. Number 9. Headmaster Professor Dibbit talking to Riddle is removed from Tom Riddle's memory from the diary in the movie. Number 10. Ginny tries to warn Harry about the diary in the book.
Wands at the ready.
Scared, Potter.
You wish.
On the count of 3, cast your charms to disarm your opponent. Only to disarm. We don't want any accidents here. 1, 2.
Invertate status! Rictus Emperor!
In Prisoner of Azkaban, which is my favourite book, the differences are: Number 1. Floating Aunt Marge ends up getting further in the movie as she never leaves Privet Drive in the book. Number 2. Harry asks Cornelius Fudge to sign his Hogsmeade permission slip, in which Fudge refuses in the book. Number 3. The Hogwarts Choir, conducted by Professor Flitwick, was an addition to the movie and never appeared in the book. Number 4. Harry only flies on Buckbeak around the paddock in the book during the lesson and says that he prefers his broomstick. This is changed in the movie. Number 5. Cho Chang's first appearance is in the book during the Quidditch match between Gryffindor and Ravenclaw. However, she does not appear until Goblet of Fire in the movies. Number 6. When Harry is practicing his Patronus with Lupin, it is after a third attempt in the book, however, whereas it is only after 2 in the movie. In the book, the happy memory that ends up working for him is the memory of finding out he was a wizard and knowing he would finally be free of the Dursleys. However, in the film, the first happy memory that Harry uses to cast a successful Patronus is a made-up memory of his parents talking. Number 7. When Harry gets the firebolt. In the book, he gets it as a Christmas present, and the story revolves around this. However, it is sent to him at the end of the school term in the movie. In the book, Sirius confirms it was sent by him, and in the movie, it was only referenced to due to a feather from Buckbeak. Number 8. In the movie, the backstory for the Marauders was shortened compared to the book, which includes the story of the Marauders map. Number 9. The plot between Crookshanks and Scabbers was shortened as well. In the book, it includes that Crookshanks was half Kneazle, which gives him the ability to recognise untrustworthy people, even in an animagus form. Number 10. Harry and Gryffindor winning the Quidditch Cup. In the book, Gryffindor face Slytherin in their final match, and Harry catches the snitch, winning the Quidditch Cup for Gryffindor. However, it is only the Hufflepuff match seen in the movie. Number 11. At the end of the book, on the train journey back home, after the end of the school year, Sirius Black sends Harry a letter and the Hogsmeade permission slip with a small black owl, which he says Ron can have. It is later named Pigwidgeon in the following books. However, Pigwidgeon does not appear in the movies.
Harry! Expecto Patronum!
With Goblet of Fire, which is my favourite movie, the differences are: Number 1. In the book, we see the Weasleys, Arthur, Fred, George and Ron, pick up Harry before the Quidditch World Cup at the Dursleys' house through flu powder. However, the movie starts with Harry already at the Burrow. Number 2. In the book, Ludo Bagman, the head of the Department of Magical Games and Sports, and is a regular character in the book, does not appear in the movie. Number 3. In the movie, the Quidditch World Cup match is only shown as the match is starting, and they cut it to when it finishes. However, the whole match is played out in the book. Number 4. Barty Crouch Sr. has a house elf called Winky. She does not appear in the movie. Number 5. In the movie, it gives the impression that Beauxbaton is a girls-only school, and Durmstrang is a boys-only, due to the students that go to Hogwarts to enter the Triwizard Tournament. However, this is not true in the book, as there are both boys and girls in both schools. Number 6. In the book, after what happens to Winky after the Quidditch World Cup with the Death Eaters, Hermione creates a club called the Society for the Promotion of Elvish Welfare, or s.p.e.w, which does not appear in the movie. Number 7. Harry's first task of the Triwizard Tournament in the movie is more elaborate than the book, as the Horntail does not break free or leave the arena in the book. Number 8. As Dobby does not appear in the movie, it is Neville that gives Harry the gillyweed, instead of Dobby, who gives it to him in the book. Number 9. During the third task, the obstacles are greatly reduced in the movie, with the Sphinx guarding the route closest to the Triwizard Cup, with a riddle to answer. The pass is removed, and other obstacles including blast-ended Scroots, Acromantula, and a boggart, as well as a golden mist that turns things upside down, is all excluded from the movie. Number 10. When Barty Crouch Jr. is revealed, his backstory and how he escapes Azkaban is removed from the movie, including his fate of the Dementor's kiss. Number 11. It is also revealed in the book that Rita Skeeter, the reporter, is an animagus, as she turns into a beetle. Number 12. At the end of the book, after Harry receives the Triwizard winnings, which he doesn't want, he gives the 1,000 galleons to Fred and George to help fund their joke shop. However, this is never explained in the movie, and we never find out in the later movies where they get the funds for their Weasley Wizard Wheezers joke shop.
Oh no, you don't, Sonny! I teach you to curse someone when their back is turned. You stinking, cowardly, scummy,
Professor
back-shooting,
What are you doing?
teaching.
Is that a student?
Technically, it's a ferret.
Oh, my father will hear about this.
Is that a threat?
Professor Moody!
Is that a threat?
Professor?
I can tell you stories about your father that would curl even your greasy hair, boy!
Alistair!
It doesn't end here!
Alistair, we never use transfiguration as a punishment. Surely Dumbledore told you that.
He might have mentioned it.
Well, you will do well.
This is where the movies diverge more from the books, as they get further into the story. As the biggest book, The Order of the Phoenix was bound to have many differences from the book, due to how much they could put in the movie. These include: Number 1. In the books, this is where Mundungus Fletcher first appears. However, he only appears in the Deathly Hallows movies. Number 2. Aunt Petunia receives a howler from Albus Dumbledore after the events of the Dementors and Harry casting the Patronus. Number 3. In the books, Ron and Hermione were made prefects in their 5th year. However, this never happens in the movie. Number 4. When Hagrid goes on his mission to recruit the Giants, Madame Maxime joins him in the book. Number 5. Again, similar to the Goblet of Fire, Dobby does not appear in this movie, and it is Neville instead of Dobby who discovers the room of requirement for the DA in the movie. Number 6. The relationship or hatred between McGonagall and Umbridge is more pronounced in the book. Number 7. There is no Quidditch in the movie, and the song Weasley is Our King, as this is the year Ron starts playing Quidditch, is also removed from the movie. Number 8. The whole scene in the St. Mungo's Hospital when they visit Arthur after being attacked by Nagini is removed, meaning we don't get to meet Gilderoy Lockhart and Neville's parents in St. Mungo's. Number 9. In the book, Sirius gives Harry a two-way mirror to contact him. However, this mirror just randomly appears in the Deathly Hallows Part 2 movie. Number 10. In the movie, Cho Chang betrays the DA by Umbridge giving her Veritaserum, which is Truth Serum. However, in the book, it is her friend who is not in the movie, Marietta Edgecombe, who betrays the DA by just leaking the information to Umbridge. Number 11. When Fred and George leave Hogwarts, it plays out differently than it does in the movie, as they do not do it during the OWL exam, and Fred asks Peeves to give Umbridge hell before he leaves, which Peeves responds with a salute, etc. Number 12. After Trelawney is dismissed by Umbridge, Dumbledore finds her replacement with Firenze, the Centaur, who only appears in the Philosopher's Stone movie to teach divination. Number 13. There are some rooms omitted from the Department of Mystery, including the Brain Room and the Time Room, where the Ministry keeps their time turners, which are important during the chase between the DA members and the Death Eaters. Number 14. The line that Sirius says during the battle, "Nice one, James," and the punch on Lucius in the movie is an addition made only for the movie version. Number 15. The duel between Voldemort and Dumbledore is a lot more elaborate in the book than it is in the movie. Number 16. We see Harry's raw grief after Sirius Black's death and Dumbledore's explanation of the prophecy in the book. However, in the movie, it ends after the events at the Ministry. The differences in Half-Blood Prince include: Number 1. The intro in the book is very different to the one in the movie. In the movie we see Death Eaters causing havoc across London and kidnapping Ollivander. However, in the book it is Cornelius Fudge meeting and talking to the Muggle Prime Minister about Voldemort's return. Number 2. In the book, Dumbledore visits the Dursleys in Half-Blood Prince, reveals the contents of Sirius Black's will, where Harry is given 12 Grimmauld Place and Kreacher the House Elf, before leaving with Harry. However, in the movie, Dumbledore picks him up at a train station. Number 3. When Draco leaves Harry on the Hogwarts Express, under his invisibility cloak, in the movie, it is Luna that finds him. However, in the book, it is Tonks who helps him and goes with him to Hogwarts. Number 4. The Tonks and Remus Lupin relationship was never revealed in the movie. Number 5. The Burrow wasn't burned down or attacked in the book. Number 6. The fight in the bathroom between Harry and Draco plays out slightly differently between the book and movie. One major difference is Moaning Myrtle is present in the book. Number 7. Harry and Ginny's relationship is developed over time and forms a beautiful romance in the book. However, in the movie, it just seems very random and doesn't make much sense in the film. Number 8. The lessons Harry has with Dumbledore to learn about Lord Voldemort's past is significantly cut in this film, as he only sees Tom Riddle meeting Dumbledore in the orphanage and Slughorn's memory. However, in the book, we meet the Gaunts, who are Voldemort's mother, uncle and grandfather. We also miss out on other memories from Tom Riddle's time outside of Hogwarts, or his return to get the Defense Against the Dark Arts job. Number 9. The explanation of Voldemort's army of Inferi was cut out of the films. Number 10. Harry is frozen by Dumbledore before his death in the Astronomy Tower in the books. Number 11. A battle takes place in Hogwarts while the events of the Astronomy Tower between Draco and Dumbledore are taking place between Death Eaters, the Order of the Phoenix, and Dumbledore's army. And Bellatrix does not attend in the books, whereas she appears in the movie. Number 12. In the Half-Blood Prince reveal for Snape is explained more in the book. Number 13. We have Dumbledore's funeral, where many people attend, from ministry members, teachers, many students, Grawp, the centaurs from the Forbidden Forest, and the mer people from the lake, etc.
The Stray of Magic is upstairs, ladies, not down. Mr. Davis! Mr. Davis, that is the girls' lavatory. Potter!
Oh, this can't be good.
Enjoying ourselves, are we?
I had a free period this morning, Professor.
So I noticed. I would think you would want to fill it with potions. Or is it no longer your ambition to become an aura?
Well, it was, but I was told I had to get an outstanding in my OWL.
So you did, when Professor Snape was teaching potions. However, Professor Slughorn is perfectly happy to accept new students, with exceeds expectations.
Brilliant. Well, I'll head there straight away.
Oh, good, good. Potter, take Weasley with you. He looks far too happy over there.
And finally, the differences in Deathly Hallows in Part 1 are: Number 1. To hide the fact Ron is leaving with Harry, the Weasleys transfigure their ghoul to look like a sick Ron in the book. Number 2. Victor Crumb attends Fleur's and Bill's wedding. This was filmed but removed in the final cut of the movie. Number 3. In the book, Lupin joins them at Grimmauld Place, as his fear for Tonks makes him want to abandon her, but after a huge argument with Harry, he leaves. Number 4. Harry and Hermione dancing in the tent only happens in the film. Number 5. When Harry and Hermione visit Godric's Hollow, there is no shrine to the Potters in the movie. Number 6. We find out the real story of Ariana Dumbledore in the book. Number 7. Movie audiences likely would have benefited from knowing more about Dumbledore's backstory. Number 8. Scorpia's role is more prominent in the movie compared to the book, as Fenrir Greyback is in charge of the Snatchers that capture Harry, Ron and Hermione. Number 9. In the movie, it is not clear how the Snatchers find the trio. However, in the book, it is due to the taboo put on Lord Voldemort's name. Number 10. Wormtail's fate in the book is different to the movie. In the movie, he is knocked out by Dobby. However, in the book, he is strangled by his silver hand after hesitating to kill Harry.
I didn't take it. I got it in Diagon Alley at Ollivanders when I was 11. It chose me.
You're lying. Wands only choose witches, and you are not a witch.
But I am. Tell them, Reg, tell them what I am. Reg, tell them what I am.
What on earth are you doing, Albert?
You're lying, Dolores. And one mustn't tell lies.
Stupid!
In Part 2, Number 1. Lupin joins them at Bill and Fleur's cottage to give them the news of his and Tonk's baby, Teddy. Number 2. Harry does not confront Snape in the book, and the fight between McGonagall and Snape doesn't take place in the Great Hall, but in the corridor, and only Harry and Luna are witnesses for the majority of the duel. Number 3. Hermione and Ron's first kiss is not in the Chamber of Secrets in the book, but instead the room of requirement in front of Harry. Number 4. Voldemort destroying the force field only appears in the film, as they do not create a force field in the book. Number 5. Neville blowing up the bridge doesn't happen in the book, however, he does use plants from the greenhouse etc. against the Death Eaters. Number 6. Some of Snape's memories are not included in the film. From Snape and Lily meeting James and Sirius on the Hogwarts Express, on their first journey there, the memory of Snape apologising to Lily for calling her mudblood, and the reveal of Petunia writing a letter to ask if she can attend Hogwarts to Dumbledore. Number 7. how Molly Weasley kills Bellatrix, slightly different in the book to the movie, as she does not render her immobile, then make her explode in the book. Number 8. The duel between Harry and Voldemort in the book sees Harry and Voldemort circling each other as the survivors of the Battle of Hogwarts watch in the Great Hall. Harry shares the truth about the power of love, Snape's sacrifice, and the Elder Wand before using a disarming charm to defeat Voldemort, once and for all. Whereas instead of a tense and gradual build-up that leads to Harry defeating Voldemort in a single moment, the movie has them firing an array of spells back and forth and chasing each other around Hogwarts. It is much flashier and action-packed take on their final confrontation. Number 9. The fate of the Elder Wand differs from the book to the movie. In the book, Harry states that he will put it back in Dumbledore's grave. In the movie, on the other hand, he snaps it in half and throws it away.
It seems, despite your exhaustive defensive strategies, you still have a bit of a security problem, Headmaster. I'm afraid it's quite extensive. How dare you stand where he stood? Tell them how it happened that night. Tell them how you looked him in the eye. A man who trusted you and killed him. Tell them.
The general differences between the books and movies include: Number 1. Remus Lupin's impact, as he's not in the movie, as often as he is in the books. Number 2. The morals of the story are not used in the movies as much as they are in the books. Number 3. The Longbottoms, Frank, Alice, and Augusta are not in the movies. Number 4. Ginny has a more impactful personality in the books. Number 5. Subjects including Muggle studies, ancient runes, astronomy, and arithmancy are not in the movies. Number 6. Snape can kind of read minds, but this is never mentioned in the movies. Number 7. Percy fully turned his back on the whole Weasley family, but his redemption came during the Battle of Hogwarts, literally seconds before Fred's death. Number 8. Filch and Mrs. Fig are squibs, people who are born into wizard families but don't have magical abilities. Number 9. The Sorting Hat sings a new song every year for the sorting ceremony. Number 10. In the book, we find out Neville could have been the chosen one instead of Harry. Number 11. Most of Harry's time at the Dursleys on Privet Drive doesn't appear in the movies. Number 12. Missing characters. These include Charlie Weasley, Peeves, Ludo Bagman, Bertha Jorkins, Professor Binns, Andromeda and Ted Tonks, Hestia Jones, Marietta Edgecombe, Winky, Marlon McKinnon, Phineas Nigellus Black, Rodolphus Lestrange, and Pigwidgeon. Number 13. The invisibility cloak is used occasionally in the films, but it sees a lot more usage in the books. Number 14. Trelawney is a low-key alcoholic in the books. Number 15. The house elves were largely eliminated from the films. Number 16. In the films, house points play a major role in the Philosopher's Stone. In the other films, almost all mentions of house points are omitted, except for a few instances. Number 17. Uniform in the books. It isn't even stated that Hogwarts students from different houses wear uniforms with different colours and crests distinguished each house. In every film, the uniforms have colours and crests distinguishing each house, which is also a popular feature in every uniform available to buy. And number 18. Harry Potter's eyes are meant to be green, however in the movies they are blue. So they are the main differences between the books and the movies. If you'd like me to do an extended version of this video, where I go more in depth about the differences, let me know in the comments below. So I believe between the two Harry Potter stories, the books are slightly better because they are more in depth. However, I do think the films are good in their own right.
Bone of the father, unwillingly given. Flesh, the servant. willingly sacrificed blood of the enemy. Forcibly taken. The Dark Lord shall rise again.
So that is my opinion on which version of the Harry Potter story is better. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. And if you'd like to see me do other books or movies like this one. And if you'd like more Harry Potter related videos. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I'll see ya in my next video.
Dad, what if I am put in Slytherin?
Albus Severus Potter. You were named after 2 headmasters of Hogwarts. One of them was a Slytherin, and he was the bravest man I've ever known.
But just say that I am.
Then Slytherin House will have gained a wonderful young wizard. But listen, if it really means that much to you, you can choose Gryffindor. The Sorting Hat takes your choice into account.
Really?
Really? Ready?
Ready.